Hey guys, welcome back to another War of the Visions video, and today it's gonna be a bit of a touchy subject, but I just wanted to give some insight into this whole Offerwall situation or fiasco. And so let's get right into it. And starting off, as you can see, my viz count is a bit inflated compared to my last video, which was the Sorrow vision card pull. I did use up all of my 10k and only had like 100 left, I think. And so I have to admit, I did do the offer wall, but don't go just yet, because I just wanted to give a timeline of everything that went on at my side, and just like explain how this all went down for me. So to start, I think the best place to start would be this, the Offerwall update, right? That took place on January 18, which was 20 days ago, which was last week actually. So yeah, Gumi or WOTV or Square Enix did update their Offerwall. I did used to do Offerwalls back then, and I think the Offerwall was ran by Iron Source, but after this Offerwall update, they did switch to a new company, which was Tapjoy, right? And so seeing that Offerwall update, I did go ahead and check it out, just because I did get out of doing offer walls for a while, but with the new offer wall I did go ahead and check it out, and I saw some good offers, so I did take them up. Around like 2 days later, when the announcement was made, I took up some offer walls, and as you can see, they're completely regular viz amounts, right? To admit, after I pulled the Sorrow vision card, I was finally going to save for Sephiroth, right? I was satisfied with YOLO pulling, and so I decided, why not do some offer walls to help me save up for Sephiroth and Yuffie, because I needed Yuffie now, right? And so I took up some offer walls, and I did them slowly. This one was like a city builder game. It's like, get to this power level or build your castle to level 10 or whatever, and they were incremental rewards. And so at first they were like 33, and then they built up to 66 and 88, and then I think it went all the way up to 4k, which was like a very hard task to complete, right? Because those city builder games, man, are so bad. But moving on from that, that was January 20th, right? Just last Friday. So moving on from that, on Sunday, I decided to check the offer wall again for some more offers. And that was when the offer wall really started showing some really sussy deals, such as this, right? This offer was like, download this city builder game for 1.8k, right? And I didn't really believe it, because like the whole offer was 2.3 mil viz, or no, not viz, it said Lapis Android, and that was really weird, but I took it anyways because I was curious. And as y'all know, curiosity killed the cat, because initially when I took it, when I installed the game on the 22nd, it didn't work, right? And this was like late Sunday night, and my college semester was starting again the next day, so I just slept on it a bit. I thought it didn't work, and I was like, man, I installed these city builder games for nothing, right? These glitched city builder offer games for nothing. But by the time I woke up, or like late or like afternoon of the 23rd, the offer all paid up, right? And I was like, wow, there's no way this actually works, right? So I had to go deeper into the hole and test it out. And lo and behold, I got my city castle to level 10 or whatever, which only took about like 2 to 3 hours since it was a fairly simple, like incremental step. And I got 16k. And by then I was like, wow, holy crap. And I didn't think much of it because I didn't know that there were going to be some people out there that actually became like 100,000aires, is that a word? Or like millionaires. Like right now I don't even know if there's a millionaire out there, but there probably is. But 16k, that was a significant amount for me as a free-to-play player, right? And so from there, the 23rd, right, they caught on to the Offerwall, right? As of the 23rd, the Offerwall was temporarily halted due to an error, and they closed off the Offerwall, right? But according to some players that were on the WOTV Discord, the Offerwall was still giving out the offers, or like still paying out on the offers to the people who had the offers already accepted. And so to test it out again deeper into the hole, I had to test it out. And as you can see here, I did test it out. It was like get your castle to like level 12 or 13 or something. It took a couple of days actually. It took like 1 to 2 days to get that castle level. And they did indeed pay out that reward. And I was like, wow. And during the 24th, at that time, this whole fiasco was starting to like catch fire, you know? There were a lot of community opinions around this whole thing, and it started turning into like a big ball of malice, I feel like. And so that was really my last Offerwall reward, because right afterwards I did get 154, but the Offerwall reward, or like the Offerwall, was completely closed off already. And I just got this on a random whim. I think it was like one of my older Offerwalls that I took before this whole thing glitched. And so I just got paid out 154, and I assume like the values are back to normal. I don't know, because the Offerwall is still closed. But after that, I just stopped doing the Offerwall and didn't want to mess with it anymore. So in total, from the glitched Offerwall, I did get 2k, 18k, and 22k. Math, can't do math, oh my god. This is basic math. So in total, I got about 40k from the glitched Offerwall, which is like nothing compared to the 100,000aires or the millionaires. And I just wanted to point that out because people who became the 100,000aires or millionaires are definitely spenders of the game. I know there was one offer specifically that was like pay $1 to Sirius XM for like 120k, and being free to play, I was like, no, you'll never take my $1. So I didn't take that offer up. But there are definitely people out there that paid money on this Offerwall to get an absurd amount of viz. And I don't know. And not only that, but I do think there are some innocent bystanders caught in this as well, because like a couple days before the fiasco took off, there was a post on Reddit talking about the new Offerwall, and this player was talking like, oh, I haven't done like the Offerwall in 2 years, and I heard there was a new Offerwall update, and I decided to check it out. And there was one like open Candy Crush for 3k, so they did it right. and it didn't work for them. But I'm pretty sure that eventually paid out like how it paid out for me. So I really think there are some bystanders, some innocents that unknowingly took part in this offer wall. And yeah, I don't know like what the response should really be for this whole situation. I know, like they said, going forward, people who blah blah blah, they will get suspended. But I don't know, like a permanent ban, especially when like the millionaires, right? The 100,000aires, they are spenders of the game. And I know it's extremely unfair that there are people out there with 100,000s of Viz or millions of Viz, especially with the reincarnation system coming right up. And I don't know. I also think that if they do a temporary ban, but they don't remove the Viz, they aren't going to fix anything whatsoever. But I think permanently banning is quite harsh, especially since there is a content creator out there in the WOTV community that is getting a lot of like hate crusade right now, I'd say. And it's really harsh to see that, honestly. Like I could probably take it off of them a bit, maybe, if you really care about my 40k. But I don't know. I'm looking at my notes right now. So next, my thoughts on the response, right? So they did post this like follow up, this 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, it's a sign that they know about the offer wall issue and like this whole fiasco, but they haven't really announced like an official compensation or punishment yet. And players are still like up with their pitchforks about it. And it's honestly really unfortunate because today is the 28th, right? The tournament is taking place or being live streamed in about 2 hours. And I'm 100% sure all the comments are going to be about the offer wall. And that's just really unfortunate because it's taking the spotlight away from the players participating in the tournament and Orange, who's also casting the tournament. It shouldn't take the spotlight away from the tournament at all, just because, I don't know, like they should have probably communicated better on the end of this whole thing. Maybe announce like an official compensation or an official consequence of this. And yeah, as I said, the number one problem is the fact that there are players out there now with hundreds of thousands of Viz, 400k, 600k, maybe some millionaires, who knows. There's no screenshots yet of a millionaire, but they're probably out there. And if they keep that Viz, they are going to break the game definitely when reincarnation comes. But as of right now, those people are probably already whales of the game, right? They already have everything. The most they could do is probably just do the regular summon to stack up on soul stars, mog petals, vision stars. But since they're a whale, they probably have a lot of that already. So like being a millionaire or 100,000aire right now wouldn't really do much for them, right? And I'm pretty sure they're sweating in their boots just as much as I am. I personally, my opinion, if I do get permanently banned, I'll be a bit sad. but I won't be like, oh my god, it's the end of my life, right? I did spend quite some time with this account, but if I have to get permanently banned, I shall be a bit sad. I'm just gonna say that. But other than that, my opinion. So what do I think they should have done? I think they should have rolled back the game like instantly, right? Put it in emergency maintenance, roll back the game, compensate everyone for it. Everyone's happy, right? But it's been a week, right? It's been a week and they haven't done anything. They've only released the announcement, and it's just like a basic announcement too. There's no like surefire compensation or punishment. And honestly, they should have rolled back, because just to give my point of thought here, because I thought they were going to roll back, I did some YOLO polls for Resnick. Just because like, oh, they're gonna roll back, right? So I was just gonna spend some of my viz just for fun, do some YOLO polls, and I did about 6 steps for Resnick, which was 8k, and I did get Resnick, right? I did get Resnick, but other than that, I did not spend my cursed viz on anything else, and I've just been holding on to this, just waiting to see what would happen, and nothing has happened yet. Just to show that like I didn't do any more offer walls, here's the rest of my present log. Yeah, I don't know, this was my last offer wall reward, the 154, so I'm assuming it's back to normal, right? So yeah, now I'm just stuck with Resnick, which the community thinks she's a pretty mid character. But I think she looks nice, so we'll see. But moving on to my notes, I do have some beef, right? As of right now, there is a lot of opinions going around the community. The Discords think one thing, the Reddit thinks another thing, and I'm pretty sure the Facebook community thinks something as well, but I'm not too like familiar with the Facebook community, and there's a lot of opinions going around, right? Which is understandable. Some people are mad, some people are like, I'm just here for compensation, and some people are trying to defend the Offerwall players, which I'm pretty sure they are probably Offerwallers as well, which is why they're trying to defend them, but who knows. But I am calling out the people right now. The people who want the Offerwallers permanently banned and then want a compensation up to 100k viz or more. Are you serious right now? Like, are you being real? Right? Just like, wow. There's real people out there who want like all these people banned. Definitely whales, and me included, and some innocent bystanders who were unknowing to the offer wall, and they want more than 100k in compensation. Like, really? Like, I know like this game and community is filled with people well into their late 20s and well into their 30s. I do have some analytics from YouTube that show like the age of the audience, and like just seeing those type of people in our community is really disheartening, you know? If you're in your late 20s or 30s, you need to think reasonably. But yeah, this whole situation is very, very tough, because it's full of what ifs, you know? If you permanently ban the offer wallers, there might be lawsuits from them, right? Because they spent money on the Offerwall games and they got what they expected, or they were expecting what they paid for, right? But if you don't ban the Offerwallers, or if they still have like millions to hundred thousands of viz, it's gonna break the game, right? It's gonna break the meta. There's gonna be a gap between the poor and the rich. Some current spenders are gonna feel like wasted for. They probably might go free to play or just quit the game. So lots of what is for Gumi and Square Enix right now, and I honestly do not blame them for taking so long to just think of a solution right now. But honestly, it should have been a rollback. Should have been a rollback. So yeah, that is everything. My timeline and what I think about the Offerwall. Just to summarize, I did participate in the Offerwall. I got about 40k out of it just because just because of curiosity. I got 40k, but I will admit guilt that I did accept the viz from my present box just to have it here up here. Yeah, I do think the people with 100,000 or millions of viz are going to break the game, but I also think that there are some innocent bystanders caught in this as well, who were unknowing to the Offerwall. I'll post the Reddit thread about that in my description. I thought they were going to roll back, and they should have rolled back, but here we are now. It's quite unfortunate that they haven't made an official response yet, because the comments for the tournament stream are probably going to be all that. And yeah, I don't know if I am gonna get permanently banned though. As of my future, I may make a new account just to continue playing the game. I really want to at least get to an FF8 collab or FF12 collab, or finally get some characters from the story like Gurn's back and stuff. But the game is going in a pretty rough direction right now, as my last discussion video was talking about. Lots of cost 100s, lots of limited units coming up, and it's quite rough. But a new account, being a new account, you have a lot of directions you can take, so I might do that. But my most recent video was not a War of the Visions video, right? It was a Gundam Battle Operation 2 video, so I might start shifting towards that until like the game officially releases, because that was a network test and I just can't wait for the game to officially release. I do like Gundam. I did explain why my name was Lock on Me in that video, and it's quite ironic too, right? Because in that video, I was talking about my first gacha game, and that gacha game was SDGO, and it shut down around like 2015, right? But I quit around like 2014 for League of Legends, and I deleted like all of my units in that game, and I only left one unit. And now, today, in the present, if I do get permanently banned due to using the Offerwall, it's sort of like permanently deleting this account as well. And it's quite a shame actually, because this whole thing did take 2.5 years, 2.75 years to get up to. And yeah, it would be quite a shame to just lose all of this, especially as a free-to-play player, because that's a lot of time. But most especially, like the whales that spent on the Offerwall, or used the Offerwall and spent money on War of the Visions as well, I feel just as bad for them, because what if they invested like thousands of dollars into War of the Visions and then they get banned for using the Offerwall? So I don't know, this whole situation's very, very rough. And yeah, that's all I have to say. If you now resent me for using the Offerwall, I don't blame you, right? But like, man, back to like the other content creator in the WOTV community that also took part in the Offerwall. I won't call out the name directly, but some of you might already know already. Man, the comments in that video, or like their latest video, absolutely brutal. And so I just wanted to make this viz Offerwall. I just wanted to make this vid, I don't know, maybe to alleviate some of that hate. Yeah. Let's see how long this video is. 26 minutes, wow. I've been talking quite a bit. This is one whole take, actually. Quite impressive. But yeah. This may be the last time you see this account. Who knows? Who knows when they're gonna respond to this whole thing, right? Or like, if it's gonna be a temporary suspension, permanent suspension, who the hell knows? But as of right now, the future is unknown. The tournament is gonna take place soon, and I'm probably gonna watch it and try my best to ignore the comments if it's full about like the Offerwall stuff. But yeah, if you do resent me, yeah, I understand your hate, but I may come back with a new account, start fresh maybe, or I might like shift into Gundam, who knows. But I will try my best to keep creating content for fun, you know, just because I just want to do videos for fun. And yeah, I'm trying to think of words right now. My final departing words for this video. Can't think of much. But yeah. On a tangent, I'm really sad that they canceled the FF15 DLC for Forspoken. Man, why? Why? But yeah. I keep saying but yeah and because I'm trying to extend this video. Say any last important things? No. Yeah. Okay. So, with that being said, thank you so much for watching, and maybe until next time, for this account at least. Who knows, but until next time, peace.